plan in all red will move from right to left on your screen here in the first half. SPU in all white with garnet trim going back the other way. Your referee is Levi Rippey. Assistant referees Joe Tompkins and Hunter Zakwieha. Talking to SPU head coach Mark Collings, he said one of the big things for his team is to not fall behind early. The Falcons have only scored the first goal in one of their 5 contests this season and have not held a lead at halftime. As we are underway, 90 minutes of NCAA soccer for you here from Interbase Soccer Stadium. Calvo Salinas. Back there to Benavidez. Wise. Right off the bat, some interesting formation data for SPUs. There's a big ball up to William Rafael, who is flagged offside along the far sideline. Alex Mejia, who has usually played in a center back role for the Falcons, is starting things out in midfield tonight. Travis Swallow dropping back to fill the left back gap as Jose Benavidez tucks inside. To Rafael, tucked out by Benavidez. Eric DeGraff set to throw it in from the far side. Lays it to the byline, an early cross beyond Marwood, still loose at the right post as William Rafael nearly pounced on that ball. Rafael, the senior, out of Jakudum, South Sudan. Long ball up to Mejia. Malik gets a touch to it. Can Grant recover? He cannot. It'll go all the way back to Aiden Bain. Bain under some pressure there, forced to tuck it into touch. Calvo Salinas for Ryerson. Back for Calvo Salinas. He takes a touch. He rounds his defender. Squares that ball, and the shot. Oof, Nick Ryerson is way too far back. Sends that into the parking lot here in the 3rd minute. Whistle's gone. Goal kick didn't leave the penalty area. To Rafael, going ahead for Glennon. It's a long through ball from him. Played by Marwood on the ground. Marwood, a couple of phenomenal saves in that match against Western. Did a lot to keep SPU in that game. And SPU wound up conceding 2 goals in the final 15 minutes of play. Mejia hoping to settle this ball, pokes it toward Calvo Salinas, gets too much of it. Sigurdsson here. Going over the top, looking for Rafael. This is Rafael. He's through with Marwood. Marwood leaps forward and grabs the loose ball. Playing quickly out for Chaparro. To the far side, finds Grant. Malik calling for the ball over the middle. And Bain coming to the wide area. Malik wanted that more centrally. Might have played into Bain's hands in any event. Mark Talasuna. Back there for Marcello Polizzi. Square to Sigurdsson, and they'll try Rafael once more. Pretty direct stuff from Simon Fraser so far, but with the raw pace of William Rafael, it's a viable threat. Ferry going to shuttle it down the sideline meanwhile. Gets around Shilkin. Early cross straight into the hands of Bain. Polizzi. Far side finds Glennon. Glennon carrying down line for DeGraff. Glennon on his left foot here. Talasuna, the return for Glennon inside the area, poked away by Benavidez. Sigurdsson up to Talasuna. Shilkin. Sidrid back for Bain. Glennon going ahead for Matteo Polizzi. Polizzi passed one challenge, lays off inside to Glennon. Glennon squares his hips for the cross, and Marwood snags it out of the air. Malik forward to apply the pressure on Bain. Keeper's clearance past midfield, headed back by Wise. Jake Ferry does enough to settle it. It's with Chaparro. Swallow looking for Mejia. Has it past one defender. Comes inside, intercepted by Talasuna. Up towards Sidrit. He gets a touch to it. Falls here toward Talasuna. Forced away from goal. Recycling back to Shilkin. Sidrit for Shilkin. Shilkin is cross-blocked by Ryerson. And that bounces off the corner flag, but stays for a throw-in favor of the Clan. Just one shot apiece so far in these opening 10 minutes. Both these sides trying to find where the weak spots might be in these defenses. Shilkin played himself through here. Beautiful leave, and that one comes off the crossbar after a kick save by Marwood. Connor Glennon running on the beautiful dummy by, I believe, Talasuna inside the box. Wins the first corner of the match for Simon Fraser. Matteo Polizzi, nice corner straight into the hands of Marwood. Clan win the ball away there, conceded a free kick in the process. Aiden Chaparro just got mugged. Thankfully, at least as far as he's concerned, drew a foul in the process. But the Clan pressing with bad intentions here in the opening 11 minutes. And the ball went away. Marcello Polizzi. Talasuna back to Shilkin. And now McElveen. McElveen, the long switch, picks out Sidrit. Matteo Polizzi, square to Marcello Polizzi. Talasuna turns to the inside. Rafael making the run. Talasuna picks out Glennon. Glennon wants his left, and that an easy conversion right in the middle for William Rafael. The Clan climb on top in the 13th minute after Connor Glennon picked out William Rafael, who had nothing to do but a simple finish right up the middle. That SPU trend of conceding first continuing here in their 7th match of the year. McElveen, a long ball downfield, looking for Glennon. Bounces off Glennon's shoulder, and he's handled the ball in the process, says our referee. And Rafael getting his 2nd goal of the year. He has 3 assists to go with it. Meanwhile, this ball down the near side for Ferry. Early cross once more into the hands of Bain. Marcello Polizzi. Getting up to Shilkin. To the middle comes Talisuna. He has DeGraff making the move on the far side. Goes ahead for Glennon. McElveen. Long through ball there. Rafael, a deft touch to try to continue it forward for a teammate. Instead, it finds Mejia. Calvo Salinas back for Chaparro. Into space for Malik. Going ahead for Grant. The flag up for offside against Grant. That cuts out that move. Benavidez down line for Titus Grant. Grant, his pass came behind Mejia. Instead, it's Matteo Polizzi over the top for Glennon. Nothing doing. Sivertson wants the near side. Ryerson breaks up the ball, looking for Vukasidrit. DeGraff up for Glennon. It's Rafael. He's gone for goal. Oh, what a chip from William Rafael. He's found a brace here in the 18th minute. A clever first touch to turn himself toward goal and then just caught Marwood. Beautiful lift on that ball to get it beyond him. And the Clan on top. 2-0. Sivertson draws the free kick there off of Mejia. Space there. Malik came to press. Still wound up reaching Yorick Shilkin. Ryerson. Chaparro back for Benavidez. Lost into touch along the far side. Minutes in here at Inabay Stadium. William Rafael has a brace and has the Simon Fraser clan ahead 2-0. SPU being outshot 4-1 at the moment. Just having difficulty getting on the ball. Mejia going ahead for Calvo Salinas. McElveen over to cover, concedes the throw-in though. Finds Chaparro. They'll swing it over to Grant. Grant wins a corner for SBU. Their first. SBU difficulty creating scoring chances from open play right now. We'll see if they can do it with the set piece. Sam Malik over to take it on the far side. Titus Grant also available as the short side option. Malik swings that one in, loose at the back post. Ed Wise almost got a foot to it, but he's unable to poke it in. Here's Grant past midfield. Going in against Matteo Polizzi. Off the ball and fairly, says the referee. Talasuna pokes it away. He's moving forward, tried to go straight ahead for Rafael. Still falls in here. To the left side. Sidrit turning inside. Polizzi, Rafael wants a hat trick. His shot's blocked, cleared away momentarily. Back forward for Glennon. It's a low cross. Polizzi's shot in traffic and winds up in the hands of Marwood. the top looking for Mejia. Bounces in once more for Bain. Sivertson. Falls here from Matteo Polizzi. Glennon. Talasuna off for Matteo Polizzi. Didn't like his option. DeGraff. Glennon spun off the ball by Chaparro. It comes behind Calvo Salinas. Here comes Jake Ferry. A little bit of space. Sliding challenge comes in beautifully from Yorick Shilton. Pardon me, Shilkin. Just an inch perfect tackle to win the ball away. Ferry trying to lay that in for Calvo Salinas. Shilkin intercepts, finds Marcello Polizzi. An advantage been played for an earlier infraction. Free kick will be in their own defensive third, but Simon Fraser has a chance to clear their lines. Talasuna rounds Malik, rounds Mejia, ahead to Glennon. Plan have it once more. They go into space for Glennon. Matteo Polizzi. His cross blocked. Won't reach Rafael. It's gone out. Held in nicely on the far side by Grant. And DeGraff wins it right back on the touchline. Severson. DeGraff. Matteo Polizzi. Cleaned up by McElveen. Ahead for Glennon. That's a nice first touch. Glennon's gone for goal. Marwood's parry still loose. He jumps on the loose ball. Rafael trips over him in the process. Ferry can't control the forward ball from Wise. Mejia. Squares it from Malik. Calvo Salinas. Over to Grant, poked away by DeGraff. Now here comes Simon Fraser, moving quickly. Grant pressing forward, pressure from DeGraff. His cross, loose to the back post, and Yorick Shilkin just taps it out of play for a corner. Simon Fraser leading 2-0 as we are seconds away from the half-hour mark here at Interbay Stadium. Malik and Grant both over this ball. Grant, in-swinger. And Glennon, plenty of time to lump that clear. It's controlled by Chaparro near midfield. Matteo Polizzi squares it for Sidrit. Marcello Polizzi to the far side for Eric DeGraff. Talisuna. Past midfield goes Talisuna. Chips it through for Rafael. Rafael, a chance for the hat trick. It's 3. William Rafael, a first half hat trick. He completes it in the 32nd minute. And Simon Fraser running roughshod right now over SPU. Credit the ball in from Talisuna. Not certain if he'll be given the assist, as it might have come off a defender before coming back to the striker. But Rafael has finished emphatically here. So no assist given to Talisuna, but that's Rafael's 4th of the year now. He's got 3 of them tonight alone. Alden Massey, Mario Vukic, and Cole Rogers going to check on now for SPU, as there are under 14 minutes to go in this first half. Massey tripped up by Matteo Polizzi. Polizzi come away with the ball. Slides that one forward for Bjorn Boren. He'll do battle a swallow down in the far corner. Polizzi back for Shilkin. Marcello Polizzi. And Shilkin once more. Christian Honch Olsen loses out to Nick Ryerson. Ryerson pressing forward here. Back from Massey. Once more for Grant. Grant's gone for goal. He's missed it wide. Levi Rippey stopping the clock just now, telling Aiden Bain to get on with it, essentially. Meanwhile, a free kick won by Matteo Polizzi, shy of midfield. I believe Alden Massey, the guilty party. Rogers. Calvo Salinas upended hard there by Yorick Shilkin. And clock gonna stop here. I think Shilkin just gonna get a talking to. He kind of blindsided Calvo Salinas a little bit. Offered a handshake by way of apology, but Levi Rippey just gonna tell him to keep an eye on those tackles. This a promising set piece opportunity. Ryerson sends it in. That's curling back toward goal. Aiden Bain. It's not going to count. Aiden Bain caught the ball. And Jose Benavidez is going to see yellow for running into the Simon Fraser keeper here. Once the keeper's in possession of the ball, you can't touch him. Bain just going to take a moment to collect himself. Bain gets us restarted with a quick rollout to Marcello Polizzi. Massey ahead for Grant. Eric DeGraff here. He's penalty given. Yes, Eric DeGraff has fouled Titus Grant coming into the area. And a penalty in the 35th. Titus Grant could go a long way toward getting SPU back into this match if he can convert this penalty here in the 35th. Squaring off with Aiden Bain. Grant goes left and tucks it home. Second goal of the year for Titus Grant as he makes it 3-1. A goal like that could do a world of good for SPU's confidence. They've looked better in recent moments. pretty much everyone up near the midway line. They're going to lump this ball forward. Designed set piece on the restart. Marwood off his line and collects. Pardon me, that Grant's third goal of the year. He also scored on Thursday night. And here comes SPU once more. It's Massey doing battle with DeGraff. DeGraff wins it that time. Tucks it away for a corner. Should be a corner. And it will be after a moment's consultation between the referees. Mario Vukic winding up the in-swinger. It's a low ball in from Vukic. He's got to do better with that set piece. Anytime you aren't able to beat that first defender, you think to yourself that those are the opportunities that can really come back to haunt you later in a match. And SPU, again, can take confidence from that Grant penalty kick conversion, but they are still down 3-1 here in the 37th. If SPU could manage another goal before halftime, well, then they'd really have something to puff their chest out about as they go into the boot room at halftime. Rogers gets the ball off Posh Olsen. It's Rogers once more. The return for Swallow from Massey. Travis Swallow came off his foot in an awkward way. But much better stuff out of the Falcons these last 10 minutes. Rogers turns here, immediately goes over the top looking for Vukic. Bounces into the hands of Bain. Well, a big part of SPU's success these last 10 minutes or so has come to the fact that they're starting to win more and more second balls at midfield. Over the opening 30 minutes of this engagement, Simon Fraser was winning every 50-50 ball. Lately, they've been going to the men in white shirts. Grant searching in for Vukic. Knocked away from Jonathan Kiss. Swallow, wide for Grant. Grant cuts that back for Massey. Can he turn it? Pokes forward, Vukic, 2! It's 2! The referee Levi Rippey gonna come have a word with Hunter Zach Vieja, the assistant referee, but Mario Vukic has punched that ball into the back of the net. Was he onside? The referee conferring down there in the corner, and the offside flag goes up, the goal disallowed. Now, the moment seemed almost too good to be true as the Falcons thought they'd found their second goal in just 4 minutes of play. And Now Mark Collings wants an explanation. Levi Rippey over to give it to him. Clock is stopped with 5:45 to play. Well, the conversation is finished. Meanwhile, there's a player down for Simon Fraser. That is Kyle Jones that was down for the Clan. And he will be replaced by Owen McBride, first year out of North Vancouver, British Columbia. Bain gets us back underway. SPU gives away the free kick just past midfield. Now, the potential momentum of that last strike. Can SPU seize upon it? Does it spur Simon Fraser back into that attacking form that had them so excellent and up 3-0 just beyond the half hour? Severson. Over the top looking for Kiss. And against Marwood, catches it on the bobble. Ryerson. Calvo Salinas. Looping that through, looking for Vukic. Vukic gone for goal. A flash save from Bain and cleared away by Shilkin. Another beautiful ball in from Calvo Salinas just now. Not much in that challenge from Mario Vukic. Tellingly, the assistant referee didn't signal for anything, and he was 15 yards off the play. Massive pressure on his back. Stumble once more, and that will lead to the free kick. It is McBride, the recent substitute. Titus Grant Set for the free kick here as we tick into the 43rd minute. Grant, soft lofted ball, headed right back out. As far as Chaparro. Chaparro, second entry, looking for Vukic, headed away from him and gone out for a corner. Grant, hard hit ball, free head to the back post, it's two! Ed Wise, the big center back, stands tall, gets loose at the back post and tucks it just past Aiden Bain. SPU back within a goal. Wise, his third goal of the year. SPU, I'm sure, feeling they can do no wrong right now. Everything they've touched the last 4 minutes has turned to gold. Crunching challenge there along the far side. Swallow has it cleanly, and Benavidez does enough to win his side to throw in. Kiss. Gonna bring that down. Matteo Polizzi in there, as is Kiss. Swallow pushes it clear. Kiss has stayed down after the ball's gone away. Kiss back to his feet now. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. Matteo Polizzi with it. Drops back to McElveen. McBride. Shulkin with it here, blocked by Rogers. Rogers flicks that ball forward. Vukic drifting into the middle. Rogers down the right alley. Runs out of space. Drops his ball back for Ryerson. Less than a minute to play. Ball swung in, headed away from Vukic. Falls for Grant's gone for goal, and that will fell well wide. Bain kicks it away with 15 seconds to play.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We hit halftime. Credit SPU. They could have curled up and left themselves for dead when they went down 3-0 in the 32nd minute as William Rafael completed his hat trick, but they haven't. They pulled 2 goals back off a penalty from Titus Grant and a corner kick header from Ed Wise. We hit halftime at Interbay Stadium. Simon Fraser on top, 3-2 over SPU. We'll take a break here on YouTube and on SPUFalcons.com.
Everybody in the crosswalk. Should we choose to go for it? Anyone down to elbow? Hot dog, popcorn, and soda. Our next contestant scores. Ready for the first supervision. Yeah. 4 for 4. Have a final hit. 5 for 5. That man wins a free bag of popcorn. From the convention stand. One more time, and D.A. Palooza for this band. Not wide. Good, nice one. Upper right corner, and that's the keeper's right. Goal, one more shot.
We are back at Inner Bay Soccer Stadium, about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half between Simon Fraser University and Seattle Pacific University. But first, in other SBU sports news, the SBU men's cross-country team placed third this afternoon at the John Payne Invitational in Tacoma. Elias Grant was the Falcons' top finisher in the 8,000-meter event with a 19th place performance. Both the Falcons' men's and women's cross-country teams will be in action next Saturday morning at the Western Washington Invitational in Bellingham. In volleyball, the Falcons defeated Western Oregon in straight sets this afternoon at Barone Pavilion, winning 25-16, 25-21, and 25-19. Gabby Odo contributed 14 kills and 15 digs for the Falcons. The SBU Spikers are on the road for the next 4 matches, beginning on Thursday night at Simon Fraser. Congratulations to SBU women's soccer standouts Mason Minder and Sophia Chilzik. Mason was named the GNAC Defensive Player of the Week, and Sophia received the award for the Offensive Players. The women's soccer team lost earlier today at Western Oregon by a score of 2-0. Falcons are at home next Saturday at 4:30 p.m. against Simon Fraser. And finally, the SBU men's soccer team is at home again next week for a pair of GNAC games. Falcons host Northwest Nazarene on Thursday and Montana State Billings on Saturday. Both games will start at 7 o'clock kickoff right here at Inner Bay Stadium. About 40 seconds left on the clock before we get the second half underway. We'll be back with the second 45 shortly. We are back for the start of the second half. Simon Fraser over the ball to kick things off. Most of that starting unit that was able to be so dominant gave the Clan a 3-0 lead in the opening 32 minutes of play. Back in now for Simon Fraser University. Can SPU retain that momentum they were able to build going into the break, grabbing 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of play to make this match 3-2. Ryerson gonna smash that ball downfield. Rogers, who had so much success over there on that right side for the Falcons, has stayed in to start the second half. Helps SBU win an early throw-in. Titus Grant floating over the top, looking for Vukic. Aiden Bain can curl up on it. Bain was already warned for time wasting once in the first half. Of course, nothing wrong with falling on the ball to secure that you have it. Something that you see goalkeepers do. Something you see them do more often when their team has a 1-goal lead. Marcello Polizzi pressing forward here. Fans to the far side. Sidrit leaps for it. holds it in play along the byline. Sidrit trying to turn Ryerson here. Back for Matteo Polizzi, it stayed in. Glennon. Off wide, looking for DeGraff. DeGraff up to Matteo Polizzi. He shouldered off the ball, it's gone out for a corner. Second of the match for the visitors. Severson set for the in-swinger. All of Simon Fraser behind the penalty spot. He goes short for Marcello Polizzi. Up wide, it's a low shot, blocked in traffic. Glennon, the first one to the recovery. Flag up for offside against William Rafael. Chaparro. Massey. Massey carrying forward here. Going for goal is Massey. It's off the right post. SPU still trying to stay on the front foot. That winds up as a free kick. Marcello Polizzi was looking to shepherd that ball out. Run into from behind. Over here to Rafael. He's upended. That time by Rogers leads to a free kick. To the far side for Sidrit. Sidrit's cross over the head of Rafael. No one available at the back post. Benavidez, defended by DeGraff, gets it up to Grant. Grant rattles that off Matteo Polizzi. Marcello Polizzi can't quite win that ball back under pressure from Vukic. Now a long switch to Grant. DeGraff intercepts. Glennon. And it's Matteo Polizzi. Calvo Salinas pressing forward here. Defenders nipping at his heels. He's gone down. Goal kick. Rafael into the middle. Looped forward for Glennon. Scooped wide from Wise. Running toward Rafael. Grant going to take this over. Sliding challenge from Talasuna, gets the ball off Grant. And sent down line, Titus Grant. Marcello Pulizzi going to run him off the ball. Grant going to go down, and Titus Grant whistled for a foul against Pulizzi, I believe. Flag up for offside against Glennon. Referee stopping play here. Just halting the clock after Glennon kept dribbling. Levi Rippey been pretty active tonight, stopping that clock. And he's good refereeing. Part of the gamesmanship of soccer is once you get that 1-goal lead, you'll do anything you can to run time off the clock. But collegiate soccer, stoppage time, what the referee can do is to be active and stop the clock whenever someone decides to dawdle, if you will. Falcons have a corner. Titus Grant for the in-swinger. Grant off the ball. Back post, headed off the goal line. And Benavidez whistled. In any event, a free kick given. Shoved his defender to make space for himself. But nonetheless, it takes nothing away from the quality of that goal line clearance for Simon Fraser. Two SBU players collide in the air. Rogers going to run forward. Talasuna reaches out, grabs a hold of his jersey. And just a free kick given. Talasuna reached out and grabbed a pretty obvious hold of Rogers there. Pretty cynical foul. You'd normally see a caution given for that. Benavidez down line for Grant. Had pressure coming though. Clearance is blocked. Matteo Pulizzi going to send it down the line. Falcons, his defender, lays it down the line. Calvo Salinas charging forward, can't get there. Instead, it's Severson. And the ball's gone out along the far side. Travis Swallow hooks it along. Calvo Salinas, his shot takes a deflection, gone out for a corner. Aiden Bain happy to see that one headed wide. Falcons now lead the shots battle, 10-7. Grant for the in-swinger, Rogers, Benavidez, Swallow all inside the 6. It's a shallow ball in. Initial header, I believe, won by Marcelo Silva. Swallow back to Wise. Rogers moving down the touchline. It's a long cross from him. Headed away from Vukic. Might fall here for Chaparro. Chaparro, that's a big touch into space. His shot blocked. Massey collides, tumbles, goes down just outside the penalty area. Free kick given. He tied up with DeGraff there. Now a massive set piece for SPU. Swallow, Calvo Salinas available over it. Massey was standing in front. Calvo Salinas tries the upper left-hand corner. Ball looks pretty good, just didn't knuckle quite enough. SPU looking to pile on the pressure. No success here as we cross the hour mark at Interbay Stadium. Simon Fraser leading 3-2. Gets beyond Benavidez, Marwood off his line, he'll collect it. Swallow, Chaparro, pressure after the ball went away. Trying to lay that through for Titus Grant. Bain off his line of plate with his feet, gets it beyond midfield. Benavidez tracks that ball, lets it run out. that ball forward. Swallow brings it down to the far side for Rogers. Rogers lays that ball inside. Vukic's first touch gets him to the byline. Blocked by Severson. They're saying it's now gone out and is a goal kick. Massey. Matteo Polizzi manages to get the ball off of him. Here's William Rafael into space for Glennon. First time in a while that Simon Fraser's been into the attacking third. Matteo Polizzi. Three defenders around him, still gets it off to Talasuna. Severson to the far side. Ball's picked away by Ryerson. Appeals for handball, and it's given. Ed Wise, long up to Rogers. Inside for Chaparro. Chaparro's fouled his man in the process of trying to win that ball while on the ground. Ball to Glennon, picks him out. Smashed away by Travis Swallow. Third corner of the match for Simon Fraser. Severson. Marcello Polizzi. Glennon's gone for goal. Blocked that time by Benavidez. Marwood off his line. He won't get to the ball. Wise heads it clear. Marwood retreating to his line. SPU trying to work their way clear. Tuck it into touch along the far side. SPU smashing it further clear. The air gone out of the match a little bit these last couple minutes. That's a brilliant turn from Rafael, who's going to strike for goal. That's an optimistic effort. Gone out for a goal kick. Plan now, transitioning to a higher press. But the press is disjointed. You can see it right there. Rafael has come, he's applied pressure, but the midfield line right behind him has failed to do so, and that's how SPU managed to get out and win that free kick over there. Wise smashes it downfield. Rogers charging in bravely. Worked off the ball. Talisuna for Glennon. Matteo Polizzi. McElveen to Yorick Shilden. Navides heads it out to Grant. DeGraff. Matteo Polizzi. Dancing around, goes down and not going to get anything. SPU trying to work the ball into space. Rogers along the far sideline. He's going to float this ball looking for Grant. That is an optimistic service. Nearly picks out Grant. It's broken up by Marcello Polizzi. He's going to smash that ball downfield. He's taken out after the ball gets away. And the referee, having played advantage, is going to give it away. Matteo Polizzi just put his hands on the referee. He's got to be careful about that. And the clock continuing to run here. Now it's going to stop. Simon Fraser taking their time with this set piece. Suits SPU just fine. The clock is stopped. Swallow. That thwacks right off of Glennon. Chaparro, Matteo Polizzi. Benavidez trying to turn to the outside. Ball's gone out for a corner. '70th minute here at Interbay Stadium. Peter Sivertson lining up the in-swinger. 2 subs waiting to check in for SPU. Sivertson service. That's a low bullet. Woo-wee. I think that was Marcello Polizzi. It was that got a header to it. Tough time redirecting it anytime the ball's still rising by the time it gets to your head. Usually can cause some difficulty. Trying to turn it down toward goal. Mejia and Sam Malik checking in for SPU. Massey. Calvo Salinas. Sliding challenge takes him down. Now it's going to be Marcello Polizzi, who's going to see yellow for that tackle. Came for the ball, didn't get it. And anytime you leave your feet and that's the result, more often than not, you'll find yourselves booked. So Sam Malik for the set piece now. Right at the close of the 70th minute. Malik floats that ball in. Benavidez displaced. Gone out for a goal kick. Ed Wise also taken down. It's a kind of strong physical play that you've come to expect on set pieces in the modern game. Sends across midfield. And SPU controls the second ball. Mejia from Massey. Poking through, Bain off his line. That ball blocked. Bain still turns it, might fall here from Massey. Titus Grant tracking underneath it. Graff out to close him down. And drops it back to Travis Swallow. Swallow floating that ball in. The header of Mejia! Bain tracked it well, put himself in a good position on the line. Catches Mejia's header cleanly. Well, FSPU have looked the better side pretty much ever since William Rafael scored his third goal of the night to make it 3-0. They've pulled 2 goals back. They've taken the lead in terms of the shot battle, 14-9. And they have most of the offensive momentum going their way, although there have been little moments like that just now from Marwood that have been keeping them from finding the equalizer. Graff throws down the line, finds Rafael. Rafael, his cross blocked. Marwood was trying to call off his defender. Instead, it's Malik. Plops it into space. Ryerson going to try to smash this ball downfield. Shilkin. Loses out to Mejia. Malik leaps over the sliding challenge. And Mejia, I think, had grabbed a hold of Shilkin to try to win that ball on the far side. Ball back in play after the quick free kick. Alden Massey apologizing to someone in the stands there. Got to keep your head on a swivel here at Interbay Stadium. Never know what's going to happen. Ball up the far side. It's found Malik. Coming inside for Chaparro. Ball up top to Massey. The return from Mejia. Too long for Alden Massey. Now here's Glennon. Trying to run it clear at his pace. He ties up off the ball. Free kick going the way of Simon Fraser. And we've got extracurriculars. Didn't quite see what happened, but now everybody getting involved, and this just an absolute shame. It's been a physical contest and a spirited one, but you never like to see this. And it is a yellow card. Connor Glennon. It'll remain Simon Fraser's free kick as the unsporting behavior took place after the stoppage. Now did they actually have a mechanism to reverse a foul or penalty? Not so in association football. Graff. Floated header, Marwood giving chase. Catches it under pressure from Rafael. Talisuna Loses out to Ryerson there. Wise. And a costly turnover. Glennon turns. He's at the edge of the 18. Glennon shoots, and it's 4. A critical goal at a critical moment for Simon Fraser, who make it 4-2 with just over 15 minutes to play. Glennon comes over to mock the SPU fans along the near touchline. But what a strike in the 75th minute. Credit that goal really to the pressure from the Clan. They did enough to put SPU back on their heels. I think they're going to make a change for Jose Benavidez here, who's gone down. He's back on his feet now. Vukic back on for SPU. Looks like the Falcons might be set to play 3 at the back here. Oh, pardon me, they've shifted Mejia back, and that is Mejia on the ball now. SPU trails by 2 in the 75th. Talisuna, Matteo Polizzi, Fukasidrit. Furious play along the far sideline. Talisuna going to press forward. Gone ahead for Matteo Polizzi. Ryerson over in the far corner, gone out for a throw. SPU Athletics is committed to cultivating student athletes of high character who are empowered to pursue excellence in athletics and academics within a Christian environment. To learn more about how to support this mission, visit spufalcons.com. For a goal kick. Well, the door not completely shut on SPU. They found 2 late goals in the final 10 minutes of play in the first half. If they could do the same here, they'd manage to equalize. Marwood's goal kick drifting to the near side. Glennon, he's wiped out. Ryerson brings that ball down, sends it long, picked away by DeGraff. Talisuna. left side. Matteo Polizzi over toward Glennon. Titus Grant has it. Wins the throw-in off of Glennon. Alden Massey back on for Aiden Chaparro. Less than 12 to play. Simon Fraser across midfield now. Risky sliding challenge. Matteo Polizzi run off the ball, leaps to avoid tackle. Winds up cleared by SPU. Ball comes all the way through to Aiden Bain. He'll retreat. Wait until there's direct pressure. And you can pretty much expect that to happen every time the ball comes to his feet. It's good time management by the keeper. Grant over the top for Vukic. Was he onside? It won't matter. Loop back to Bain. Grant makes a big move to the outside. He'll hold that ball inside on the touchline. Early cross coming in. Pop back out for a throw-in. Grant throws back to Massey. Massey makes a move to the inside. Serves in a cross. Free header! And wide of the post. Flag stayed down, which surprised Bain. Massey serves a nice ball in right to the head of Jake Ferry. Ferry just puts it wide. 81st minute now. Free kick gone. Alex Mejia going to see a yellow card for this. Left that elbow up high. You hate to say that he knew what he was doing, but it's the risk you run. Levi Rippey consulting with Joe Tompkins as assistant referee along the far side there. I think checking to see if there might be more than just a yellow in this. He's fished out the yellow card again. And he's carded Matteo Polizzi at the same time, so I don't know if Polizzi said something or what. But that's both Polizzis in the book now. And the free kick gets us back underway. It's a big touch from Alden Massey. And he went down looking for the free kick, not going to get it there. Mejia with the long ball. Off the head of Vukic. Swung over to Grant. Knocked away by DeGraff. Travis Swallow, yeah, came off his hand just now. Hand was outside the frame of his body. Looked to be a fair shoulder challenge against Marcello Polizzi. You just saw the ball bounce right off that wrist. Here's Sidrit. Lucas Sidrit. Chip to the backside. Matteo Polizzi. Slices in a narrow ball. Ferry trying to turn it wide. Sidrit trying to fight his way beyond Ferry, I should say. Now here's Malik, closed down quickly from behind by Talisuna. Titus Grant. Keep that ball in play. Grant charging forward, big sliding challenge. And that very well timed from McElvin. Grant was expecting a free kick there, but it was a perfect tackle. Grant is dispossessed. Ball up to Ferry. Now Mejia, low shot from Mejia, blocked, gone out wide, and turned along the far side by Sidrit. Mejia slides in, gets the ball back to midfield. Swallow, Malik, Vukic, might still fall here. Forward for Ferry. His cross is blocked. Stepping high, he thinks he was tripped, still nothing given. Now the flag up, and a foul given, penalty! An SPU penalty kick here in the 84th minute. And Simon Fraser over to protest to Joe Tompkins, the assistant referee on the far side. The initial contact took place. Ferry fought his way back to his feet, turned to look back to the referee. Everybody stopped playing. Then something else happened, and that was what caused assistant referee Joe Tompkins to wave his flag in favor of SPU. Clock is stopped with 6:51 to go. And Eduardo Calvo Salinas lined up for the penalty. SPU needs to bury this. They want to have a chance of equalizing this match. Calvo Salinas will strike it with his left. Bain showing the left side open, and it stops the shot, comes right back to Calvo Salinas, and he can't convert the second effort. Aiden Bain may have just saved the night for Simon Fraser. William Rafael back on now for the Clan. Glennon. Matteo Polizzi. Calvo Salinas. Muscle off the ball. Sidrit